This is a map of the pain body, which is a result of emotional repression. How does emotional repression begin? As is indicated on the outside of the circle, the pain body is a result of adverse childhood experiences which are linked to not having our needs met as children. These needs are unconditional love and safety. When these needs weren't met, we became sad, angry, and/or afraid. And when these feelings weren't allowed or tolerated in us as children, we buried them. If we felt unsafe or unloved as children and were able to freely express our fear, we would not have a pain body. This pain body was created as a defense against our feelings that we weren't allowed to have as children. This repression is essentially a coping strategy that often leads to compulsions and addictions later in life and creates a lot of suffering for us. If we are now able to process these buried emotions as adults, this pain body will dissolve. If we can process these emotions, we can dismantle our conditioning and beliefs about ourselves. But we often unconsciously choose to stay safe. Unconscious beliefs, programs, and patterns on the outer layer of this diagram is the safest, having to do with the mind. Any stories or beliefs about ourselves or about the world keeps us safe from our buried sadness, fear, or anger. The next least safe layer is that of the body. Here we hold contractions and chronic pain. These are essentially frozen emotions. We can, however, thaw these out with somatic processing. And we do. And finally, the emotional repression at the center is the least safe area of the pain body. Our system typically keeps us away from this area at all costs, but we do pay a heavy price through unnecessary unconscious suffering as a result. The good news is that with the tools I teach, we can acknowledge and process our buried emotions. As we do, the chronic pain, addictions, compulsions, ruminating, strategizing, and attachment to beliefs starts to fall away. Why? Because these outer layers, as indicated, are actually keeping us safe from our buried emotions. Once we acknowledge these emotions, the pain body that was developed to keep us safe from our emotions starts to fall away. We begin to trust ourselves more, trust our body, have more energy, less pain, and are able to feel and express more freely what's true for us.